Good morning, everybody. Day 2 of Rocky Mountain Race Week. Good morning, Cody.
Good morning.
How you feeling, buddy?
Not good.
Cody's a little congested, but we're gonna stop and get some medicine. Poor buddy. But today we are leaving from Kearney, Nebraska, and we are heading to Bandimere. So let's see. We got the route right here. Let's see. The first one, we're gonna leave the track. So we're starting at Kearney Raceway track, and then we follow the route that they say to the first checkpoint, which is Nebraska Land Truck and Travel Center. So this is one of the checkpoints from last year, so we're pretty familiar with it. So we're gonna go ahead and take the route exactly like it says to take the route. And guys, just a note, most of these routes are gonna exclude the interstate. You're not gonna do much interstate driving. You're gonna see a lot of stuff you wouldn't normally see when you're traveling. So it's pretty cool, but of course we'll show you some stuff along the way. So we're gonna go ahead and get started from Kearney Raceway, and we will see you at the first checkpoint. All right, made it to the first checkpoint, which is the Nebraska Land Truck and Travel Center with the dinosaur over there. Went ahead and got the picture of the Jeep next to the dinosaur, so we're all good here. And now we're heading to the next checkpoint is gonna be Wiley Roots Brewing Company in Greeley, Colorado. So we've got our route ready to go, got our picture, and we'll see you guys there. That is the second and final checkpoint for the day out of the way. The next destination is going to be our hotel. We're going to pull over, see where that's at, but before we get to the hotel, we do have to follow the rest of the route to Bandimere Speedway. We have to follow the route, get to the track, and then from there we can go to the hotel. That way we know we followed the whole route just as it was designed to do. So we're gonna follow this, and we will see you guys at Bandimere. Is that the Rocky Mountains? Oh, there's the Rocky Mountains. Dirty windshield, but there's the mountains. We're coming up to Denver, Colorado. We're about 45 minutes away, an hour away, something like that. But soon we're gonna be at Bandimere and up in the mountains. Woohoo! So we've got a bit of a surprise after we get to Bandimere. So we still have to go to the hotel, check in, unload everything for the night. But we're trying to do something else today, and hopefully we can pull it off, and we'll show you guys in just a little while. Update, we made it to Bandimere, so we completed the route as required, and now before we go to the hotel, we're going to make a quick pit stop and pick up some parts and see what we can get. So we're getting, just like last year, kind of a callback to last year, we're getting smash burger. Smash burger, smash burger. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I farted a minute ago. And it was the loudest, most echoey fart. It was so loud. Wrong. Sorry. All right, end of the day update. It has been a long day.
Yeah.
A really long day. We didn't really do a whole lot of filming. It was a drive day. We were running around trying to, first of all, do the drive to the route. And it was a really strange route. And it was, I don't know, it was rough. It was a rough day. But we got here. Went ahead and went ahead and eated food. Yeah, it's a long day, man. Long day. But we're getting ready for Bandimere tomorrow, and for those that don't know, Bandimere is super high elevation, so really thin air. It's hard for people and cars to breathe, right?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of oxygen up there. So we were at the limit of the Jeep at Kearney, and we ran a 13.0. I'm thinking at Bandimere it's going to slow down quite a lot, probably up to half a second, maybe more. I don't really know what to expect, but and we have no way of making the Jeep any faster. It's just, it is what it is. There's no, tuning. We can't turn up the boost. There's nothing like that that we can do to give it a half a second. But we thought of something, and we were like, hey, maybe there is a way we could quickly gain half a second. So we posted online, and we were like, hey, does anybody around Denver or in race week have a Nitrous Kit? All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'll just fall over.
So tired.
Me too, dude. So we drove another 2 hours out of the way. We went and met with Matt Frost and June, and they're the ones that put on the entire Rocky Mountain Raceweek. They put everything together. So they actually had an entire Nitrous Kit that we picked up from them. So this is the Nitrous Outlet Quick Fix Dry Kit. Okay, so this can spray anything from, I think, a
35 to 200.
Yeah, 35 shot all the way to 200. So hopefully we're not going to need that much. With it being that altitude, I'm assuming we just need some more oxygen to go in the engine. So we don't really need like a full wet kit. We don't need a huge shot of nitrous. We just want to make up the horsepower that we're losing at the altitude. So we don't want to go any faster than 13.0. We just want to bring it back up to where it should be. So that's kind of the concept here. And I think we're going to start with like a 50 shot, maybe start spraying in second gear just to see what it does and where the Jeep sits at. And if we need to go more or less, we can up a jet to around a 75 shot. I'd feel comfortable around a 75 max if we had to. And we've got a tuner on standby, but our signal up here kind of sucks, so I don't want to go into tuning. So I'd like to stay with a lower shot and just control it by how much we spray, like what gear we start in, what gear we stop, and how long we spray. So tomorrow's going to be kind of interesting because we're not installing this tonight. It's already late. We don't want to stay up all night. We actually want to get a good night's sleep tonight, unlike last night. I was up till 2 a.m. Yeah. But yeah, we're going to go to sleep early. We're going to get to the track early, and then we're going to start installing this entire kit onto the Jeep and just see. We're just going to see what happens. So worst case scenario, we don't get all of this installed tomorrow and we just run it like it is, and it is what it is. But our best shot at Bandimere is going to be this kit right here. So I'm going to open it up and we're going to take a look at what's in it just to check it out because we haven't even opened the kit yet. All right, here it is. This is the entire kit. So it's really simple, which I like, but it's also super easy. So first we'll start with the bottle. Tomorrow we should be able to get this filled at Bandimere. We looked it up. They should do bottle filling. We're gonna do that first thing when we get there in the morning, just to make sure we can get nitrous in there, and if not, we'll have to track down either a full bottle or somewhere that can fill it. So this is our starting point, okay? And then we've got a mounting plate. It actually came in this duffel bag right here. Everything is in here. There's a mounting plate in the bottom of the duffel bag, so you could actually mount the duffel bag as your bottle holder, and it's like a really stealthy type deal. I don't know if we're gonna do that, maybe just to keep it out of the sun, honestly. We're not trying to hide anything, but we might just keep it in there to keep it out of the sun. But we're gonna put the bottle mounted somewhere in the Jeep, and then from there, we're gonna run this line. This line goes from our bottle all the way up to our purge solenoid, not purge solenoid, but just solenoid, right? Nitrous solenoid here, so we're gonna come in this side, and then we've got a harness, which I'll talk about that in a minute, and then we've got a nitrous outlet, right? That outlet runs to this guy right here, and this is our nitrous nozzle, so this is gonna go somewhere in our intake. We're gonna figure all this out tomorrow, hopefully. And then inside of here, we've got a couple different jets to choose from, depending on how much nitrous we actually wanna spray, anywhere from 35, 50, 75, 100, I think 125, 150, 175, 200. There's like 8 different nozzles in here, anywhere from 35 all the way to 200. So I think up to 75, we don't really need to pull any timing. We don't need to do anything crazy, just real small increments. So we'll see what we can do with that, okay? And then we've got some hardware here, and then I want to talk about this harness. This is actually pretty cool. So this part here plugs into our solenoid, and this is what controls everything. So typically you connect it to like a activation switch and a button and all this stuff. This kit comes with these little alligator clips, I think is what they're called.
Yep.
The little alligator clips. You just clip it onto a hot and a cold, and then it's got a button ready. It's already pre-wired. Yep. You can just throw it in there. There's no wiring or anything to do at all. It's fully ready to just throw in and go.
This is going to be great for the Jeep because it's only a temporary fix.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going in there permanently or nothing like that. So, I mean, this is the perfect quick fix for us.
Yeah, this should be pretty easy to just throw in, use it for a day or two, whatever we need it for, and then when we're done, rip it all out. I mean, there's nothing that's permanently mounted or permanently wired. This is the quick fix, as it's called, and this is what we're running tomorrow. So I just wanted to cover that before we go to bed tonight, and then tomorrow it's on to racing, and it's going to be our first time using nitrous. It's going to be our first time installing nitrous. I'm a turbo guy. Cody's always been a big V8 guy. It's what we run. None of us have ever messed with nitrous before, so this should be a learning experience, which is always fun. Worst case scenario, we don't run it.
Yep.
Best case scenario, we have some fun. So we will see you guys tomorrow at Bandimere.